Hello, and welcome to SUNSPIRATION. If you're watching for the first time, SUNSPIRATION is inspiration from the Holy Bible. I am a speaker and a Christian, so every Sunday I go into the Holy Bible and I get an inspirational story to fire you up for the week. We are still in the month of January, so we are still pushing on and still firing on the topic of the creation. We have looked at how God created the heavens and the earth, how He spoke everything into existence, how He created order for everything He created. We've looked at how God created man, and He gave man dominion over the whole earth, or I'll say the whole universe. And we've also looked at how God rested. After all the work, God took time out. He looked at everything He created and He said, "This is good." And then He took some rest. And for me, my biggest takeaway from talking about rest, which was last week, is the fact that God finished all the work and then He rested. So rest is important, but it is for those who have completed the work that they've been given. And I encourage you this year to take time out to get some rest. And for you to get true and fulfilled rest involves you doing the work first. I want to carry on that topic of the creation. And it's great because we have 5 Sundays in the month of January. So we get to enjoy one more as we carry on next week too. This week, I'll be talking about the helper. After God had created everything, God sat down with man, and man named all the creatures on the earth. The ones in the sea, the ones in the sky, He gave them names, all of them. God created the Garden of Eden, and He gave man the work to tame the garden and look after it too. So God had given man all the work that he needed to do on earth. The same way I said in the first episode, that God has already laid out everything you need for the year 2022. So it's up to you to name them and to step into it. But there's one thing you have to bear in mind. No man is an island. So my first point to inspire you looking at the topic of creation is, when man finished naming all the animals, God looked and realized that there was none that matched that He could actually call a companion. And that's when God thought, I will put him to sleep and I will create a helper for him. The man went to sleep, and then God took a rib out of him and replaced it with flesh and created woman. And that's why the Bible today says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And that's why God calls your wife your helpmate. So you work together. But I'm not here to talk about the area of marriage, talking about helpers. We have to work together with people to achieve our dreams and our goals. So my takeaway from looking at the creation of the woman, of the helpmate, first one is God took a rib, and the rib is on your chest. When you have a vision or a mission, it is something that you hold close to your heart. And I'm sure you've seen people or leaders who have strong visions, or who have strong missions here on earth, or who have a strong purpose of what they're pursuing. And because it is a compelling vision that they have, you don't even have to talk too much. Once you share it with people, they can feel it coming from your heart, and straight away they will be willing to help you. I remember the first time I went to Nigeria, as I started speaking, I was talking to different people, and I spoke to a guy called Charles to organize an event. He could see the passion and the drive, and straight away after our first conversation, he was willing for us to work together and to collaborate on it. And together we made it happen. And over the years we become friends, and we hang out most of the time when I go to Nigeria too. It just shows clearly that when you have something, a vision or a mission, and the vision is not for your personal gain or for your own selfish interest, automatically people begin to get attracted to it because it's something that is close to your heart. And that's the same way in which God took a rib from the chest, from the heart, and created woman, which is now the helpmate for the man. And the same way, once you have a mission close to your heart, God will get the people that will be attracted to you to help you on that journey for the year 2022. Secondly, I really want you to understand, because you might be thinking, yes, God takes the person out of the heart, but maybe I don't even need a helper. I know what I'm doing. I can find a way myself. One thing I can say to you, which is a very common Chinese saying, if you want to go far, you go with others. But if you want to go fast, you go alone. We all know where you want to go. Life is a marathon, and a marathon is long distance. And for you to go the long distance, you need others to go with you. And that's why God knows that and created a helpmate. So the worst thing you can do to yourself is sit down the year 2022 and say, I don't need anyone to help me. I know exactly what I am doing, so I need no help. Unfortunately, you might go fast, or you might think you're going as far as you're trying to get, but you're actually sabotaging yourself. You go faster and you go further when you collaborate with others and you work together. You have that purpose, that vision, that mission. I want to encourage you. It is about collaboration and working with others to achieve that in the year 2022. As I said in the past episodes, God has laid out for you what you need to do in 2022. God knows that you're going to need helpers for this work they're going to do in 2022. And it's up to you to keep your eyes open and open up your heart about your vision and your mission. And you will attract these helpers that you need to get to where you're trying to get to. And the third point really is just a few questions for yourself. Who are the people that you need to attract to build yourself and to grow through this mission and vision that you have for 2022? I really want you to sit down and ponder. Which environments do you want to put yourself in so you can find these right people and you can connect with them? And so daily, you have to focus on asking the questions. Who do I need to be talking to? Whatever ideas you have on your mind or in your head, you should begin to look around and begin to think, who can I work with? It is always natural for me that every time I go into a new environment, every time I go somewhere and I got something new to do, the first thing that always comes to mind is, who can I collaborate with? And one thing I can say to you, over the years, I have always moved quicker because I've always worked with others. Sometimes it might involve you having to share the glory, if I use the word glory. Sometimes it might involve you having to share even the profits. But I can guarantee you, you will make a lot more and you will go far, far further on the way if you work alongside others and if you collaborate with others. And most importantly, pray, ask God, I need someone to help. Who are these people that will be on my way and will be willing to help me? And it's up to you to spend time, to look closely, to build that trust with people and be willing to work with others. You can work with others who are working along the way so you can work upwards and help others to achieve their goals. And the same way, others who are coming from behind you will be willing to help you to achieve your own goals. It's a continuous process. But remember, we all need each other to grow in the year 2022. How do we connect? How do we collaborate? How do we grow together? Most important questions we should be asking ourselves. So go, help others, let others help you, respect people you meet everywhere, because you just don't know who is that person that has been sent your way to help you in 2022. God created the heavens and the earth. God rested on the seventh day. Man named everything on this earth, but God looked and thought nothing really connected with man. God put man to sleep. God created woman out of man. From the man's chest, God created a helpmate because God knows that the mission is given man on earth. He will need help. The same way, whatever mission you have for 2022, you will need help. Open your heart and be willing to connect with others so you can all work together. Stay blessed and love you all.